All right, this next lick is in the D minor pentatonic scale. And, it's just kind of a rock, D rock kind of key. And what I'm doing is, for this lick, it starts with this. Sorry. So basically what I'm doing is I'm on the 12th fret of the G string, which is from that scale. I'm starting on that note and I'm bending it up a whole step. And it comes back down and comes back up. So okay, so next we're going to bend it up, that same note, and then we're going to the 10th fret of the B string with the index finger. So it starts one more time. Then we're going to go to an outside note. It's called the major sixth. It's not in that minor pentatonic scale. Normally it would be, but this is a note that you can substitute. It's not going to work every single time, especially with a very minor sounding progression, like a Thrill Is Gone kind of thing. It's not going to work. But in this instance, it works great. So we're going. So from that 10 on the B string, we'll go to the 12 on the B string, whereas the minor would have been the 13. Okay, here's the whole lick again. Okay. So we're using a little motif. We keep going back to that little thing right there. So from this note on the B string, we roll our ring finger over to the 12th of the G, and we're going to do that same. Okay? So you put it all together. So as you can see, there's a lot you can do with those two notes. Okay, here it is again. Okay, now I'm going to go where I'm kind of thinking of it as this position of the D major pentatonic. I'm not playing the whole scale though. But it would be like this, where you put your pinky on the root, 10th fret, that's the root, D, or this one, and you play that minor what you think of as the minor pentatonic shape right here, but with the D notes as the root. And when you do that, you get the D major pentatonic. You might be thinking, well, isn't that the B minor pentatonic? Yes, it's all the same notes, but that is me playing that shape, thinking of the B's as the root. But what I'm doing is I'm playing D major. So it's what you're thinking of and emphasizing, and also what you're playing it over. The context gives it a different sound. Once again, related to the relative major, relative minor concept. Okay, here's the lick again. So now I'm going out of my minor shape, and I'm thinking of this box right here, which would be between the 7th and the 9th fret on the D and the G string, and I'm sliding with my ring finger, which is a common thing, from 7 to 9 on the D string with the ring finger, index on the 7 of the G to 9. And so I'm bending it. I'm not bending it quite a whole step. Not bending it to that. Just before you get to that note is what you want. So, hammer on pull off again. We're going to see this a lot. Once I do that little nudgy bend, I still have my index finger planted on that 7th of the G, and I'm going to hammer on pull off that 9th fret. That's planted. One pick hammer on pulls that off. Then I'm going to that 9th fret of the D, back to that root right there, which was the 7th of the G. Whole thing. One more time. Now, even though I'm saying that's coming from the major pentatonic, there's no notes in there that clash with major or minor. They're kind of the more neutral notes that I was choosing there. Now, that would change if I played this note. That's called the major third of D. Very major sound, but I didn't play that note. I just played. And by the way, if we bent that up a whole step, it is to that note. And there's going to be times where we are going to want to do that, when it's a more major sounding thing. But in this more bluesy rock kind of thing,